And these media organizations, they're in on it. You know, a lot of people ask, how do they get all these people on the same agenda? How do they do that? I'm going to tell you how they do that. There is a fund called BlackRock. They literally got trillions of dollars, okay? Not billions. They have trillions of dollars under asset. And BlackRock has a piece of almost every single company: Apple, Starbucks, GM, Tesla. They have their hands in everything. And because they have their hands in everything with billions and billions of dollars, because they can prop up stocks and basically force stocks to go down, they can literally do whatever they want. So if they have an agenda, they're going to make sure that agenda goes all around. Now, the question is, who owns BlackRock? Well, the number one owner of BlackRock is Vanguard, the second biggest fund. They got about 88 trillion or something like that. But when you want to find out who owns Vanguard, that might be a problem because they're a private company. So basically the elite put up a front called BlackRock. They control all these Fortune 500 companies with this fund, and the fund itself is like a shell company for Vanguard. And you don't know who owns Vanguard because it's a private company. You understand? You understand how the game is played? So BlackRock, while it's probably one of the biggest fund, it's definitely the biggest fund in America. It could be the biggest fund in the world. I might be mistaken because you never know with these Saudi sheiks and stuff like that. They got money too. But I believe BlackRock is 160 trillion, something like that. It has a lot of money. I mean, we're talking about trillions, absolutely trillions, and it's basically a front company. It's literally a front company for Vanguard, and that's why I always tell people, you always have to watch out for who's the vice president, especially when it comes to politics. You always have to watch out who is the vice president. Because, for instance, when Ronald Reagan was the president of the United States, George Bush, the senior, not the junior, was his vice president. He was basically forced on him because George W. Bush was supposed to be the Republican nominee and he was supposed to win the election. But it was such a landslide in Reagan that he won, and they basically forced George W. Bush on him. And what happened after that, Mr. Reagan started talking about the Federal Reserve. Mr. Reagan started talking about the Federal Reserve, and then he got and what do you know? You stopped talking about the Federal Reserve. That's a coincidence, isn't it?
This has been a GG33 production.